What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It has been such a long time since I've done a lock update. I believe my last one was maybe my 6th month, maybe, I don't know. But here we are, 12 months locked, a whole year. Was good. I made it. So I've been kind of MIA from like doing lock videos. I kind of explained, if you guys follow me over on Instagram, I kind of explained how I got hacked and I had no access to filming videos. I was kind of uninspired with the whole social media thing. Like there's been a lot going on, a lot internally. Has nothing to do with you guys, but I'm so glad to be back and to finally share my 1 year update. So I turned officially, my locks officially turned a year old on the 15th. It is the 24th right now, so I'm a little behind, but I just washed my hair. Been working out, so my hair was like a hot mess. I was like, I'm not filming this video until I at least wash it. I have not been retwisting every single time I wash. Like I said, I've been working out a lot, so some things have changed in my routine. So before I get into all of that, let me just show you what my hair is looking like. All right, so that is what the hair is looking like. For those that may ask how many locks I have no idea. Never counted. Never really cared to count, but if you do care to, know, I guess I will. I mean, I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but anyways. So I have been loving my hair, which is how I haven't even felt the need to really update you guys. Like, I have just been enjoying my hair and not having to do too much, not having to overthink it. Like, it's just been fabulous. So if you guys don't remember, or if you have not seen my initial lock video, go ahead and take a look at that. But to kind of recap, to kind of go back to my initial goals with my locks and at least just the overall appearance of them. I wanted a medium lock, medium to large lock. I didn't want to go too large because I wanted it to be a little bit more full, so I knew that I needed to have more to at least create the fullness that I wanted. I did start with the comb coil method. I have been doing my own locks. I went to a loctician on my initial install. My goal was to go to a loctician at least every other month. It's just not the way that it's turned out. My life is very busy. I got 3 kids, I got a whole job, and just trying to schedule in with a loctician was a bit of a challenge with me, and I just haven't found somebody else that works with my schedule. So I have been maintaining my locks 100% on my own. There's not anything major that I've done to them. I think the last time that I updated you guys, I told y'all that I was thinking about like trimming like the little loose ends off, which I did do one trim one time. And I feel like that kind of got me to the point where my ends have like began to round. I still do get like little loose guys here and there, but that's just because, like, especially the top half of my hair, which I explained before, that is like the area where my curl texture, or my curl was a little bit looser from, color, from heat tools, from, environmental factors, so on and so forth. But other than that, like I said, like, I wash, I retwist probably only every other month. It's actually been, at this point, 6 weeks since I've last retwisted, And the main reason why I just don't find it necessary to twist every single time is because I do like to wash my hair a little bit more frequent. I don't know why I'm struggling to talk. I do like to wash my hair more frequently. So having to retwist it every single time can be a pain in the ass. So what I typically do, like this time I didn't retwist my head. I just take like kind of the locks around my part and like, you know, my edges, and I just take and like, you know, if there's any loose hairs, I go on ahead and wrap them around and just do a slight twist back. Not trying to make it perfect, but just making it so like if there's any loose hairs that's like, you know, kind of out, just to kind of tuck them away into a lock, not necessarily clipping it. I almost never clip it when I do that. And that's it. So let me just go over the products that I have been using, because that has slightly changed and I'm actually missing a product here. So I'll kind of walk you guys through a typical wash day for me. And I do have a video where I showed you guys from start to finish me retwisting my hair, and all in all, that process hasn't changed at all. So if you guys want to check that out, I will make sure that I leave that up in the cards for you guys to check out as well. But like I said, the products have slightly changed. So to begin washing, I always go in with the Stimulating Herbal Cleanser. This is by Talia Wajid. This is a Black owned brand. This is a brand that really focuses mostly on natural and locked hair. Absolutely love this. Has like that very tingly, mentholy feel, which I love. And I just feel like this gives me a really, really deep, deep clean. I use a lot of this now that my hair is actually locked. I felt like I didn't have to use as much before when my locks weren't completely, you know, bound together. But now that they are, for the most part, pretty locked, I do find myself using a lot more of this just to make sure that I get a good sud, because the suds is what's actually going to get anything out of my hair that may be in my hair. So this is always my first step. I typically, like I said, I use a good amount, really massage it in, go down, like, you know, try to go down and squeeze, not each one of my locks, but I try to be thorough enough, like maybe 2 or 3 locks at a time, really squeezing anything that may be caught in my hair out. Let it sit for about 2 minutes and then give it a really good rinse. And then for my second wash, I haven't found a moisturizing shampoo that I want to try yet, but in the meantime, natural is always better. So I actually use the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. This is in the rose scent, I guess. I don't know. It has essential oils of rose, which is actually really, really moisturizing. This also has jojoba oil in it. So this would be considered a more moisturizing shampoo for me. And how I use this, I'll put it in like a squeezy tube. I'll put just the smallest amount at the bottom. I just put the smallest amount at the bottom. I dilute it with maybe half full. Like typically my bottle is this big. I would have brought it down, but it's filthy right now. Like I said, I just washed my hair. But I fill it up halfway with water, you know, shake it up, and then really work that, concentrating it towards my roots. And that gives me a really good sud, really good smell, really nice clean. Absolutely love this. This is also what I use for my body wash. Hasn't done me wrong yet. So that's step 2. Now for step 3, in the beginning, I did not think I needed to use a conditioner. That was my bad. I was ill-informed. I just found out that there were certain type of conditioners that I wouldn't be successful with. I am hot as hell right now. So I went on ahead, I researched, found some things, and I decided to go with the Talia Wajid. This is the Enhancing Herbal Co-Wash / Conditioner. This is considered a co-wash, a leave-in, or a deep condition. And it says it softens, adds instant manageability, restores, repairs, locks in moisture, and this has coconut oil and shea butter in it. This has your very typical coconut oil smell, which I normally don't like, but what I do love about this is it's very lightweight on my hair. It doesn't feel like it's gonna leave a film behind. It moisturizes, it softens enough, and it doesn't leave behind a residue. So this is why I like this the most. As you see, I'm damn near out. Use a lot of this as well. I got a lot of hair, big head, so I breeze through this product, but I absolutely love, love, love this product. Next up here, what I use after I get out of the shower, after I rinse out my conditioner. Kind of low right now, but this is my rose water, rosemary water, and essential oil mix. So typically I'll do half and half rosemary water, rose water, and then I'll use sandalwood, patchouli, and that's pretty much it. I believe in the past I've used tea tree oil, but I leaned away from that just because I felt like it was drying my hair out. So I just stuck with the sandalwood and the patchouli. I like it more so for the smell, but sandalwood also has antiseptic qualities to it. So I also use this as a refresher, especially after I go to the gym and stuff. So I just kind of mist this on my hair fresh out of the shower, and also just whenever I feel like I need a little bit of moisture added back into my hair, or maybe like I got a weird lock that's, you know, doing some, you know, funky stuff on the side. I just use this instead of regular water because it has all of those moisturizing qualities into it. So yeah, this is my go-to for my leave-in conditioner. And then as for oil, I am still using the Loc'd Naturals. This is the Naturally Unique Lock Oil. I am just about out of it. I love this to put on my scalp. Typically, when I am not planning on doing a retwist, what I will do is really make sure that I do a very, very thorough moisturizing of my scalp, and I'll take it down the shaft of my locks as well, just so I have a nice clean fresh look. That way my locks just don't look completely unkept. And that's exactly what I did with it this time. I just took this oil and, you know, worked it all the way through, twisted the couple of locks up in the front just so it looks a little bit neater, and I air dried. So that's what I do on the days that I do not plan on retwisting. However, on the days that I do retwist, I have been using the Talia Waji Lock It Up. So this is actually the product that I used for my youngest daughter when she still had her locks. She actually no longer has the locks. I will post a picture. My girl said that she was through with them. I think I shared with you guys before that she has alopecia, and so she had a flare-up, so she was losing quite a few of her locks. And so I gave her the choice. I'm like, do you want to continue to do this, or do you want to try something else? And she decided to try something else. So anywho, so I was already familiar with this product. It worked really well for her hair. Her hair is more of a 4C texture, so it's a very, very tightly coiled texture. So I found that using something that was a little bit hard, not a hard hold, but a tighter grip. So they have the Lock It Up, and then I think the product is called Tight Grip. I could be right, could be wrong. I don't know. I'll look it up, put it on the screen for you. But so I went on ahead and decided to try this out instead of using the aloe vera, only because it was getting harder for me to find the aloe vera, and since I already had to pick these up, you know, this was right there. So I went on ahead and started using this. Like I said, I only retwist my hair every 8 weeks or so. So I haven't used this a whole lot, probably for only like maybe about 3 or 4 retwists, maybe three retwists actually. So yeah, so far I've been liking it. I mean, I don't feel like it's too far of a difference from the aloe vera. I just wanted to try something new. So this is what I've been using to actually retwist my hair. All right, and as for maintenance, well, I guess we kind of went over the maintenance. Like I said, I wash probably every 3 weeks, retwist every 6 to 8 weeks. And in between, of course, at night I wrap my hair in like a silk bonnet that just kind of keeps everything, you know, tucked away and moisturized. But then on the days that, you know, my hair is just a little out of control, I have a couple of go-to styles. I'm very, very simple. Like I said, I do my own hair, so I don't do a whole lot of like up styling or anything like that. I feel like I'm not really at the length yet either to really do a whole lot of that. And I don't want to add too much stress to like my edges and my scalp and stuff. So kind of my go-tos is this here little bandana. Typically, I'll just push my locks back and I will just do a simple knot up top. It kind of gives you like a vintagey type feel. Pulls my hair back off of my face. It just kind of keeps my hair out of the way. So that is one thing that I do. But on the days where I'm really toe up, I pull out my scarf. And I'll go ahead and insert a picture because I'm not about to run through that whole thing. But I really like doing like the top knot, you know, wrap situation. This is kind of my go-to neutral scarf. I got this from Wrap Life a really long time ago. And it kind of goes with everything. So brown, black, you know, you can't go wrong with either one of those. So that's my go-to scarf whenever I want to put my hair completely up. And usually I just use like an elastic. I don't wrap around twice because my hair is so thick that I can't. But yeah, those are kind of my two go-to styles. As of right now, since I'm kind of afraid to do a style by myself, I just don't want to mess it up. So yeah, that's what I do when my hair is just, you know, needing a little bit of extra help. So I ran a poll on Instagram to see if anybody had any questions that they wanted me to answer for my lock update. The most frequently asked questions was the products and how often I retwist it, which I actually answered that. Products, yeah. And then somebody asked who locked it for me. So the person that locked my hair was Loc'd by Roxy. She is located in Columbus. I believe she comes between here and Tampa, Florida. Like I said, she initially got my locks started for me, got my base going, everything like that. It's just that her schedule for me was not, you know, it wasn't working out for me to be able to get in there during the times that worked best for me. So I haven't seen her since my initial lock install. However, that's who I would recommend. She was very knowledgeable as far as products, as far as styling is concerned, and technique. If I could do anything differently, then I would have started my locks much sooner. I feel like when it comes to women, Black women specifically in our hair, I feel like we care way too much about what others think about our journey. And at the end of the day, if this is something that you desire, if this is something that you want to do for yourself, if this is a look that you like or whatever, you like the maintenance of it, you like the look of it, you like whatever it may be, the spiritual aspects, whatever. If you're doing it for you, why are you waiting? Why? Just ask yourself. That's something that I literally had to ask myself. I had to really reflect back and try to figure out why it is that I've been wanting locks. I have been adoring seeing other women with their locks and their journeys and everything for at least 10 years, at least. Probably longer than that, but at least a solid 10 years. And it took for me to finally just break down last year because I was inspired by my daughter. And then I just had my own desire to really want to start this journey. Don't wait. Fuck everybody else. Fuck their opinions. Fuck their, oh, what about the ugly face? Or Is your hair growing, or how are you keeping it clean? What happens when you don't like it anymore? Fuck all of that. Fuck it. A lot of F-bombs being made, you know? At the end of the day, this is your hair. This is your journey. And it's also a political statement in saying that I don't give a fuck what nobody else has to say. I don't care about society's views on what beauty is. I don't care about, what is it? Politicking and, you know, playing the part or fitting in or cleaning up nice or always looking neat, proper, and prim. I don't care about none of that. Yeah, it gets frizzy. Yeah, these roots be matted together sometimes, but this is how my hair grows out of my head. No, this may not be other people's definition of pretty, but what really matters? Does it matter what others think, or does it matter what you feel? And if you have been called to lock your hair, it's for a reason. It's a part of your journey. And don't let nobody else stunt your journey. Period. I just got mad because I tell you what, like, I have gotten so many criticisms, especially being in the hair industry, about me locking my hair, specifically from my clients. I'm not gonna go too deep into that, but it amazes me how much my clients are concerned about my hair, even though I'm caring for theirs. I'm doing everything that they want to do to theirs. How come I can't take care of myself? How come I can't do what I want to do for myself? It doesn't matter what, like, I was always caught up in, well, are my clients going to trust me if I'm doing this to my hair, but they're wanting to do something else? It was all about the marketing, right? You have to look the way, you have to be your own model. That's what we were always taught as hairstylists. You have to be your own model. And for me, I'm modeling, I'm doing what the fuck makes me happy. This is what this is. And you can do whatever the hell makes you happy. If that means that you want to relax your hair, great, but we're going to be very cautious. Maybe it's not going to be bone straight, but you know, that's another story. If you want to rock your hair natural, if you want to do wash and goes, if you want to get Brazilian blowouts, if you want to color your hair 5 different colors, girl, I'm doing what makes you happy. So let me do me. Me. This is me. And it's so crazy because those who get it, get it. They're like, Ash, you should have did this shit a long time ago. This is so you. Some will see it, others won't. And that's fine. Fuck them people that don't get it. It's gonna be a lie. I should probably put a parental advisory at the beginning of this because I know some of my friends' kids be watching my videos. But let this be a message to the children also, especially our young girls. You do not have to be one type of pretty. You don't have to have light skin. You don't have to have light pretty eyes. You don't have to have straight hair to be pretty. You don't have to have the perfect curl to have pretty hair. Pretty comes in all ranges, sizes, colors, textures, everything. It's about how you feel, and it's about what you're conditioned to understand. Who taught us that only wearing our hair straight is the only way to be professional? Who did that? Really think about that. And you decide what works for you. At the end of the day, like, clearly you're on my video because you're thinking about locks, you have locks, you've been following my journey, you have a similar hair texture to mine, whatever it may be, whether you have already started your journey, hey sis, you did that shit. You did that, sis. But if you haven't began, what are you waiting on? Start now. If that means going to a loctician and having them hook you up, if that means going to your cousin that you know can do a real mean comb coil, do that. If that means starting them on your own, do that. whatever part of that fits is what's supposed, it's what it's supposed to be. So follow that, follow your heart, and forget what everybody else is gonna say. Forget what you may think people are, you know, thinking about in their minds, like, oh, she was looking at me a certain, it's gonna be all of that. But fuck them. You doing that for you. You doing this for you. So that's my one bit of advice that I would give to anybody that is considering starting your locks. Just go for it and forget the rest. Enjoy the journey. Really pay attention to the things that become triggered in you while you're going through your journey, because it is a hell of a journey. And you go through the ebbs and flows of, like, I was having dreams about me straightening my hair or like combing my locks out to wear my natural hair loose for other people. And I wake up like, wait a minute. Like, oh, like, why am I dreaming about this? Do this for you. Really pay attention to how you're feeling throughout your process. Journal it, record it, you know, whatever fits best. Take a ton of pictures. I don't take a ton of pictures of my hair. I don't know why, I just don't. But really just, you know, pay attention, go within, and really try to listen to what's happening. What's that inner dialogue? What is that? Pay attention to that. So at this point, I'm rambling. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here. I thank you guys so much for checking in on me. For those who have reached out to me on Instagram wondering when I was gonna do my next lock update. So sorry I had you waiting. It's just, it's what it is. I don't know, I'm not gonna make an excuse, but I'm so glad to be back. I'm glad to be able to share 1 year locks with you guys. I did it, and fuck them haters. So yeah, I'm done here. So I hope that you guys will continue to support my channel. If you do like these type of videos, make sure you hit this with a like. Make sure you subscribe, because now that I'm here, now that I'm back, I will continue to pump out content for you guys. And so until the next one, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.